While everyone knows sleep helps us feel refreshed, far fewer people truly understand its profound impact on longevity. Quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about maintaining your heart health, regulating your metabolism, and repairing your cells at the deepest level. Here's something remarkable. We spend about a third of our lives sleeping. That's roughly 25 years for the average person. Yet many of us treat sleep as something we can shortchange or ignore without consequences. The truth is, how well and how consistently you sleep can dramatically affect your risk of disease and how quickly you age. Today, we'll walk through 7 evidence-based sleep habits that research shows can help you live longer. These aren't complicated or expensive interventions, they're practical changes you can start implementing tonight. Habit 1. Target 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Let's start with the foundation, sleep duration. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep for optimal functioning. This isn't arbitrary, it's based on extensive research into how sleep affects our physical, cognitive, and emotional health. Here's what's fascinating. The relationship between sleep duration and mortality follows what scientists call a U-shaped curve. This means that both too little and too much sleep can be problematic. People who consistently sleep less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours face elevated risks for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and premature death compared to those getting 7 to 9 hours. Think of it like Goldilocks, not too little, not too much, but just right. Now, health authorities recommend adults aim for roughly 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. But there's an important caveat. Individual needs vary. Your age, health status, and personal circumstances all play a role. Some people naturally need more sleep than others, and that's perfectly normal. The key is to pay attention to how you feel. If you're consistently tired during the day, struggling to concentrate, or relying heavily on caffeine, you might not be getting enough sleep. Habit 2. Maintain regular sleep timing. The second habit is about consistency, not just quantity. Maintaining regular sleep timing means going to bed and waking up at similar times every day, yes, even on weekends. This might sound restrictive, but it's incredibly powerful for your health. Here's why. Your body operates on an internal 24-hour clock called the circadian rhythm. This biological timer, located in your brain and throughout your body, governs your sleep-wake cycles, hormone secretion, body temperature, and metabolic processes. It's like the conductor of an orchestra, keeping everything in sync. Your circadian rhythm relies on consistent signals to function properly, particularly light exposure and predictable sleep schedules. When you go to bed at 10 p.m. on weekdays but 2 a.m. on weekends, you're essentially giving your body conflicting instructions. It's like constantly changing time zones without actually traveling. The consequences of irregular sleep patterns are significant. Erratic sleep timing disrupts your biological clock, compromises sleep quality, and stresses your cardiovascular and metabolic systems. Recent large-scale studies have shown that people with unpredictable sleep schedules face increased mortality risks from heart disease, cancer, and other causes compared to those getting 7 to 9 hours. The solution? Pick a bedtime and wake time that works for your life and stick to it as consistently as possible. Your body will thank you. Habit 3. Emphasize sleep quality over duration alone. Now, let's talk about something crucial. It's not just about how long you sleep, but how well you sleep. You could spend 9 hours in bed but wake up feeling exhausted if that sleep is shallow, fragmented, or constantly interrupted. Deep, restorative sleep is what truly matters for cognitive performance and long-term health. Chronically poor sleep quality promotes inflammation throughout your body and connects to various disease risks. On the flip side, quality sleep provides remarkable benefits. First, it enhances memory formation, learning capacity, and emotional balance. Your brain literally consolidates memories and processes emotions while you sleep. Second, it restores your immune system, improving your body's ability to fight off viruses and maintain balanced inflammatory responses. This is why you're more likely to get sick when you're sleep deprived. Third, quality sleep decreases your risk for heart conditions, depression, chronic pain, and numerous other persistent illnesses. So, how do you know if you're getting quality sleep? You wake up feeling refreshed, you don't need multiple alarms, you fall asleep within 15 to 20 minutes of lying down, and you don't experience frequent nighttime awakenings. If you're not experiencing these signs, the remaining habits will help you improve your sleep quality significantly. Habit 4. Establish an evening routine without technology. Let's address one of the biggest sleep disruptors of modern life: screens. Blue light from phones, tablets, and laptops tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. This delays the production of melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body that it's time to sleep. The result? Your natural sleep onset gets pushed later, and your overall sleep quality diminishes. The solution is to establish a tech-free wind-down routine before bed. Here are 3 simple, effective activities. Leisurely reading. Choose something enjoyable, not work emails or stressful news, and read under soft, warm lighting for 10 to 20 minutes. Physical books are ideal, but if you must use an e-reader, use one without a backlight or enable night mode. Gentle stretching. Focus on slow, comfortable stretches for your neck, shoulders, back, and hips. Hold each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds while breathing steadily. This releases physical tension that might be keeping you awake. Breathing exercises or mindfulness. Try 5 to 10 minutes of simple practices like slow nasal breathing or a brief gratitude meditation. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's relaxation response. The key is consistency. Your body learns to associate these activities with sleep, making it easier to transition from wakefulness to rest. Habit 5. Avoid heavy or late eating. The 5th habit involves timing your meals strategically. When you consume substantial meals close to bedtime, your digestive system remains active when it should be entering recovery mode. This interferes with deep sleep and increases nighttime disturbances. You might spend enough hours in bed, but you'll wake up feeling poorly rested. Beyond sleep quality, late eating has metabolic consequences. It impairs overnight blood sugar regulation, and repeatedly eating late may decrease your body's insulin responsiveness over time. This persistent nighttime metabolic disruption links to cardiovascular stress and increased body weight, potentially raising your heart disease risk. The recommendation? Try to finish your last substantial meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. If you're genuinely hungry before bed, opt for a light snack rather than a full meal, something like a small handful of nuts or a piece of fruit. Your digestive system needs rest just as much as your brain does. Habit 6. Be mindful of caffeine and alcohol timing. Habit 6 addresses 2 substances that profoundly affect sleep: caffeine and alcohol. Let's start with caffeine. Many people don't realize that caffeine has a half-life of about 6 to 7 hours. This means that if you have a coffee at 4 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 10 p.m. Even if you feel like you can sleep after afternoon caffeine, it's likely reducing your sleep quality by preventing you from reaching the deepest, most restorative sleep stages. The solution is to try to avoid caffeine at least 6 to 8 hours before bedtime. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., make your last caffeinated drink no later than 2 to 4 p.m. Now, alcohol presents a different problem. Many people use alcohol as a sleep aid because it makes them drowsy. However, alcohol disrupts your sleep architecture in significant ways. It suppresses REM sleep, the stage associated with dreaming and emotional processing, during the first half of the night. Then, as your body metabolizes the alcohol, you experience more frequent awakenings and lighter sleep in the second half. The result? Less restorative sleep overall and reduced morning alertness, even if you technically slept for enough hours.
If you choose to drink, try to finish at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime to
Habit
minimize these
7.
effects.
Optimize your sleep environment. The final habit is about creating the ideal sleep sanctuary. Environmental factors have an enormous impact on sleep quality. Cooler, darker, quieter rooms promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep, while warmer, brighter, or noisier conditions produce lighter, disrupted rest. Here are 4 key adjustments. Temperature. Maintain your bedroom between 16 and 19 degrees Celsius, 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. This might feel cool initially, but it facilitates the core body temperature drop that naturally signals sleep readiness. Your body actually needs to cool down to sleep well. Darkness. Maximize darkness using blackout curtains or eye masks. Even small amounts of light can disrupt your circadian rhythm and reduce melatonin production. Cover or remove any glowing electronics. Noise. Minimize disruptive sounds with earplugs, a fan, a white noise machine, or calming nature sounds. Consistent, monotonous sounds often help people sleep better than complete silence, especially in urban environments. Screen-free zone. Eliminate screens from your sleeping area. Both the blue light and the stimulating content hinder your brain's ability to wind down. Make your bedroom a technology-free sanctuary. These adjustments might seem small, but their cumulative effect on sleep quality can be transformative. Why sleep deserves priority in your health strategy. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Sleep does far more than restore your energy. It fundamentally influences how your body ages at a cellular level. Inadequate or irregular rest drives chronic inflammation, hormonal imbalance, poor glucose regulation, and accelerated biological aging. These factors collectively raise your risks for cardiovascular disease, metabolic conditions, cognitive decline, certain cancers, and shortened lifespan. Conversely, quality sleep supports memory, learning, and immune function in profound ways. Large population studies consistently show that people with healthier sleep characteristics, appropriate duration, consistent schedules, minimal sleep disturbances, and low daytime drowsiness enjoy longer lives with significantly fewer years affected by chronic disease. This is where preventive health approaches become especially valuable. While improving your sleep habits shapes your long-term risk, complementing these lifestyle changes with advanced health screening can detect internal changes years before symptoms emerge. This combination of proactive lifestyle management and early detection gives you unprecedented insight into your health trajectory. Think of it this way: sleep is your nightly investment in longevity. Every good night's rest is a deposit into your health account.